Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Samina Pasha to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Samina Pasha's words. I'm here with some general news updates in this vlog. These news items are very important and quite unfortunate as well. Something has happened today that clearly shows just how desperate and degraded things have become. And now things have gone from sticks to eggs, yes, literally. And if it has come to sticks and eggs, then I would simply say it's better to just make peace now. It would be wiser to apologize to the one in Adiala, referring to Imran Khan. Because after this, there's really nothing left to say about the level of fear and anxiety being shown. So what exactly happened? How was Aleema Khan targeted? What did Imran Khan say? What happened in court today? All of this is part of this vlog, but first please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Today, a hearing of the Toshakana 2 case was held at Adiala jail, where Imran Khan is imprisoned. On this occasion, family members were allowed inside, followed by his lawyers. Everyone met with Imran Khan and had a discussion. Statements from 2 witnesses were recorded and the hearing was adjourned to September 8th. But the highlight of today's hearing was Aleema Khan, and I will give you full details about how and why she became the central figure. I'll also share Imran Khan's message. As many of you already know, it's been obvious for a while now that Aleema Khan is bothering the current regime. First, she wasn't even allowed to meet her brother. For a long time she was stopped, even though other sisters were allowed. I mentioned this in yesterday's vlog too. Whenever Aleema Khan meets Imran Khan, the message she brings out makes it obvious that those are Imran's words. It seems like a well-planned conspiracy to keep Aleema away from her brother. And now that she is being allowed to meet him, it seems like she has become a direct target. She is being harassed, pressured, and intimidated in various ways. First, both of her sons were arrested one after the other. One of them was picked up from his home in front of his wife and children, a painful scene. He was innocent, yet arrested in a degrading and threatening manner. Then, her other son was also arrested. The clear intention was to divert Aleema Khan's focus from Imran Khan to her home and family matters. They wanted her to worry about her sons and stop pursuing Imran's legal cases or delivering his messages. Aleema Khan has been deeply involved, meeting him at Adiala, staying till late, delivering his messages and standing by him like a rock. But they failed. Aleema remained unshaken, just like her brother. In fact, even on a day when her son's court hearing clashed with Imran Khan's meeting, she chose to go to Adiala, not to her son's hearing. This showed her priorities and unwavering dedication to her brother's cause. When the authorities realized they couldn't intimidate her, both sons got bail. But the harassment didn't stop there. Yesterday, Aleema Khan was present at a location when 2 journalists approached her and tried to be aggressive. I won't even call it questioning, because journalists are supposed to ask tough questions. I do that myself. But there's a difference between asking a tough question and trying to humiliate or dominate someone intentionally. They seemed to have an agenda, saying irrelevant things, provoking her, trying to make her react. Aleema is not a politician. She is Imran Khan's sister, who simply conveys his message. Yet she is being treated like a public office holder, made to answer controversial questions just to trap her. This isn't the first time. Journalists have tried to irritate her before with such behavior. Sometimes she laughs it off, sometimes gives a sharp reply, sometimes just answers plainly. Yesterday, journalist Taya Balok also tried to force such a conversation on her, and she got visibly upset. PTI's social media team criticized the journalist heavily, accusing him of harassment, disrespect, and having an agenda. Today, the same journalist, along with another, again approached Aleema Khan outside Adiala jail, trying to ask aggressive questions. One even said, "You claimed I misbehaved. Tell me what I did. PTI's social media harassed me." He kept going on, getting physically close to her. This prompted a PTI leader from Rawalpindi, Simabia Tahir, to intervene and stop them, saying, "Why are you getting so close? Why are you harassing her? You can ask questions, but you can't corner her like this. This is not how you get answers." She rightly pointed out that if someone says no comment, that is their right. You cannot force a response, especially from someone who isn't a public office holder, just a sister conveying her brother's message. Plus, Aleema is an elderly woman. A certain level of decency should be maintained in how you interact with her. This whole scene created a very unpleasant atmosphere. Some people blamed Aleema for not answering questions. Others blamed the journalists for misbehaving. But then something shocking happened. After the hearing concluded, and Aleema Khan came out to speak to the media with Imran Khan's message, she had barely shared 2 points. 2 masked women standing near the camera area suddenly threw eggs at her. One egg hit near her chin and rolled down her scarf. She was surprised, naturally, but stayed calm and composed. However, there was chaos and commotion, and PTI workers tried to catch the women, but shockingly, these 2 masked women ran straight to a waiting Honda car, which was clearly prearranged. They got in and locked the doors from inside. PTI workers surrounded the car, banged on it, tried to stop them. But just then, Punjab police arrived, and shockingly, instead of helping PTI workers, they helped the attackers escape. Police cleared the way for the car, gave directions, and even escorted them out. All of this was caught on camera, as media coverage was already live and ongoing. So now there's no doubt that this was a planned attack, and the police were informed and on board. Just 2 minutes later, Punjab police issued a press release, saying that they had investigated and found out the women were from PTI's own ranks, linked to the All Pakistan Clerks Association and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Employees Association. Police claimed that the women were protesting for their demands, and when they weren't given a chance to speak, they threw eggs in protest. According to police, this was all a PTI internal matter. So this whole powerful regime, if we can even call it powerful anymore, has now stooped to throwing eggs at women. I feel ashamed even calling them powerful. If a regime has been reduced from sticks to eggs, calling it powerful is an insult to the word power. They are such low, shameless, cowardly people that to harass one woman they're willing to go to any length. You arrested her sons, you arrested her brother, you isolated him, you charged her with terrorism, you even sent her to jail. She was imprisoned for days, arrest warrants are still out against her. You orchestrate media harassment. And still, this woman hasn't been intimidated. So now you've resorted to egg attacks, carried out in a pre-planned, staged manner. A woman who hasn't been scared by such immense difficulties. Do you really think she'd be afraid of 2 eggs being thrown at her? You should be ashamed. If you've come this far, it's better you just go and make peace. There's nothing more that can be said about this incident. Let me tell you very clearly. Now watch how they'll try to cover this up. By evening, you'll see all their crony journalists sitting on primetime shows saying things like, "This attack on Aleema Khan Sahiba came from within PTI itself, because you know there are 2 factions in PTI." They might even go so far as to say, "The group loyal to Bushra Bibi orchestrated this attack on Aleema Khan," or "It was done on the instructions of Ali Amin, because he's also not happy with her," etc. This is all part of a deliberate strategy that's been ongoing. Whenever there's any protest, first they themselves commit atrocities against PTI, and then they go and register cases against them. This is exactly what has happened here. They orchestrated this act themselves, and now they'll try to link it back to PTI, claiming it's a result of internal conflict. And Aleema Khan was targeted by insiders, you'll see. They'll attempt to twist it that way. Now here's the real question. Let's suppose for a moment that PTI had no involvement, that the police were also not involved, and that the police didn't intentionally hide this. Then firstly, the police should have arrested those women and presented them to the media. But the way they were let go, it clearly doesn't look like the police even tried to catch them. If you were present there and Aleema Khan Sahiba was addressing the crowd, then any untoward incident there falls under the police's responsibility to manage and control the situation. So how could they let those women leave under police watch? The collusion is visible right from there. Secondly, don't think for a second that government members are completely innocent. I have every suspicion, and it's supported by the historical record, especially that of the Sharif family, who have always made disgusting attacks on women. So, I strongly suspect that PMLN members are behind this incident. Remember, Punjab police is like a domestic servant of the Sharif family. They execute orders just the way they're told. I have no doubt that there are political undercurrents behind this. Also, if we set a precedent of throwing eggs and shoes, then imagine who among you would be able to walk on the streets tomorrow? If their party workers retaliated in the same way, you should think where you'd stand then. One should not stoop so low. Politics should be fought through ideas, not through shameful tactics. Now let me especially praise Aleema Khan Sahiba, truly a courageous woman. Every time she continues to impress. Today she was talking about 2 points made by Imran Khan, and in the middle of that, this attack happened. But she didn't panic, didn't leave, didn't show fear or embarrassment. She simply smiled. It reminded me of Imran Khan when he got shot in the leg and came out of the container raising his fist, smiling at his workers to give them courage. That same composure was seen in Aleema Khan today. Instead of panic, she calmed everyone down and said, "Sit down, it's nothing. We're mentally prepared for these things." She even named those responsible, said that this is the usual behavior of PMLN. It's nothing new for us. Then she continued delivering Imran Khan's message. From what I understand, this entire stunt had two goals. First, to embarrass Aleema Khan and pressure her, and second, to distract the public from Imran Khan's message. And it worked. Because right after the incident, everyone started talking about this attack. The actual message got sidelined, whereas usually when Imran Khan speaks, everyone discusses what he said. But today, because of this stunt, attention was diverted. Now coming to the actual points of Imran Khan's message that Aleema Khan conveyed. First, health checkup. Imran Khan has filed a request regarding a health checkup based on his personal medical concerns, and legal action on it is expected to proceed. Second, flood victims. He urged everyone to participate and help the flood-affected people. He said, "When I was outside, I held telethons. If I were outside now, I'd be fundraising again." We all know how billions are raised in hours when he leads fundraising campaigns. He expressed regret that he can't help physically this time, but encouraged the nation to support generously. Third, Afghanistan earthquake and refugees. He talked about the earthquake in Afghanistan and the hardships being faced by Afghan refugees. He had previously spoken about this and emphasized it again. Fourth, operation in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. He condemned the ongoing military operation in KPK and sent a strong message to Ali Amin to get it stopped immediately. He said innocent people are being killed, and this seems like a plan to destabilize PTI's government in the province. Fifth, support for 8th September protest. Imran Khan has announced PTI's full support for Mahmood Khan Achakzai's 8th September strike call. PTI will fully back and participate in the protest and strike. He mentioned the deadly attack on Achakzai and Akhtar Mengel's rally 3 days ago, which fortunately didn't harm the leaders, but killed and injured many. Imran Khan expressed grief and offered condolences. Achakzai, in a recent press conference, said they are being deliberately threatened to reduce their political space, and that the state is trying to suppress political activity. So he called for a complete shutdown across Balochistan on 8th September, including transport and businesses. Imran Khan fully endorsed this and instructed PTI to support it wholeheartedly. He said this is a justified demand. No political leadership can be silenced in this way. Then Imran Khan also talked about the torture he and his wife are facing, particularly solitary confinement. He said that this is not just oppression on them, but an attempt to silence the voice of the people, because the message he conveys represents the people, and silencing him means silencing the nation. Today, Zalmay Khalilzad also tweeted about concerns regarding Imran Khan's health, saying his sources have informed him of mistreatment in jail, lack of clean drinking water, extreme heat and humidity, all affecting his condition. He expressed serious concern and demanded medical facilities be provided to him and all his rights upheld. He also said that the United Nations should raise this issue on their platform. While Khalilzad appears genuinely concerned, it's also important to note that Aleema Khan had previously said that deliberate disinformation about Imran Khan's health is being spread. So now we need to ask, when Zalmay Khalilzad says credible sources, does he mean sources within the government? If so, then they are planting this narrative that Imran Khan is unwell, perhaps to say later on, "We told you so." But remember, if something happens to Imran Khan, then those in authority, those managing the jail, will be held responsible. So yes, today, unfortunately, the focus of everything shifted to this shameful incident with Aleema Khan Sahiba. There's no doubt, it was a disgraceful, lowly act intended to humiliate and pressure her. But she, as always, stood tall and resilient. I don't believe such petty actions can stop her. Those behind them only expose themselves. I would advise them, have mercy on yourselves. Don't indulge in such disgraceful behavior. That wraps up our translation of Samina Pasha's video. I hope this English version helped you understand her message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.